everywhere. Like, it's going to make so much money.
And he's on the NBA All-Star Weekend Celebrity Game.
I mean, Justin Bieber might save the U.S. economy. That's all I'm saying.
He's the hardest working teenager in America.
I had an interesting debate with somebody the other day who said, you can't expect that movie to do any good because look at how many people in America hate Justin Bieber. I said, that may be the case, but there's a lot more of them that will plop down their virginity and their money to see him. So, yeah, Dennis?
I'm with Soul. I hate to admit it, but it's going to make some money, more money. More money than I would.
Whatever money Avatar didn't make, Bieber is going to get. It's going to be Cameron and Bieber at the end of the universe, just counting whatever paper money is left after the apocalypse.
Todd, your issue.
For your consideration, no matter what you think of 3D, it is going to continue to become like a standard for presentation, both on the big screen and the small screen.
So,
I agree. Although I'm not a fan of the glasses in my house, like sitting on the couch and needing equipment to watch TV. That's kind of strange to me. But then again, that's just what I've been shown so far. So
I think despite my my justified disdain for all things 3D, I think long term you're correct. I think you're right. I think a couple things have to happen before it is widely embraced by the general public. I still hate putting tinted film over my eyes to watch a film that just kills all the color and gives me headaches and all that kind of nonsense. But I think, unfortunately, I think you are correct. I think long term that is the way things are going. Dennis?
Yeah, I think you're correct long term. I'm looking forward to Scorsese's, Adventures of Hugo Cabaret. Yeah. I think directors can use it to their advantage.
Jen?
Can I say I'm not sure? Or is this just like a yes/no thing? I'm not sure because, as much as I love our 3D in our living room, Todd, especially whenever we show guests Step Up 3D, which is currently the best 3D release out there.
It's really good.
As much as I can watch it over and over and over again and never mind the glasses because, oh my God, I am going into my television. I'm not sure that it's going to really catch on widespread enough to really be, I don't know, a force for most people.
Sol, your issue.
All right, my for-your consideration is this, and Jen, we may throw down, but Twilight, the worst thing to happen to Comic-Con or the absolute worst thing to happen to Comic-Con?
Wow, I hate the fact that I have to go first.
Because they crashed the servers as soon as they opened it up. I really think it's going to be another thing where whatever Twilight nonsense that's going to be there blocking out Hall D is going to screw up my entire July. Campea.
Oh boy, you know what?
They're already camping out, probably.
Here's the thing: Comic-Con sold out everything last year without a Twilight presence at all.
Right.
So I will go
in the first hour.
If my two options are worst thing to happen to it or the absolute worst thing to happen to it, I will say there's some positive benefits to Twilight.
That's not one of the options.
And other people. So I will say, if those are my only two options, I will say the worst thing that could happen to it as opposed to the absolute worst thing. Dennis?
Yeah, I'll go with worst versus absolute worst in the sense of this: as long as they schedule their panel at an appropriate time, which they ended up doing,
and put it in the damn baseball stadium up the street, so people don't have to stand in a line for 8 hours to get into a room.
I almost got mad because I almost missed the Avatar panel. The last year that Twilight was, but unfortunately they put it beforehand instead of after. Because they put it after Avatar, I was not going to see Avatar because the Twilight fans were going to camp out all day long. Yeah. So if they schedule it right, it won't bother me that much.
Jen?
What I have to say is, suck it, fanboys. Okay. Twilight Mania deserves its time in the sun, and we're gonna have at least a few more years of it, so you guys can deal. Okay, if your internet connection isn't fast enough for you to grab those Comic-Con badges,
some Red Bull fueled preteens clicking refresh constantly. He's gonna make out with me.
You guys are gonna have superhero franchises to nerdgasm over for the rest of time. So give Twilight kids and fans and mothers, give them this brief period of time to be the best time of their lives, camping out in San Diego, in downtown San Diego, with other fans. But also, Hunger Games is going to be the next Twilight, which I'm really looking forward to. So
Is that zombies or vampires? What is that?
No,
I know it's a trilogy, but I don't know
it's
what
like
it's based
battle
on.
royale with kids, basically. So yeah.
You mentioned, just as we prepare to sign off here, it reminds me when you said Twilight Moms, I remember this great poster, one of those fail posters, those fake motivational posters. And it's a picture of a bunch of real group of the Twilight Moms, holding their signs, Twilight Moms, whatever. But the subcaption of it was, if this was a group of 40-year-old men screaming about a high school girl, you'd be calling the police.
Yeah.
Absolutely true.
The difference is 40-year-old men do that anyway. They just don't.
Also,
they're not
absolutely
vocal
true.
about
You
it,
got
okay?
me there. Hey, listen, we have gone overtime, so we got to wrap this thing up. I want to thank once again Sol. Thanks for being here.
a pleasure.
Todd, thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely.
Jen, thank you.
Thank you.
Dennis, as always.
Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, and now we're going to get ready to watch the Super Bowl. See
Go
how far
Packers.
off I am. Thank
Go
you
Steelers.
so much for joining us. Don't forget
puppies.
to you're watching this on YouTube. You can subscribe to us in your iTunes feed. You can subscribe to the audio only feed. Please share this thing around. Put it up on your Facebook pages. Do whatever you'd like to do with it. We will be back again next week. So for your consideration, my name is John Campea. Thanks a lot.